I'm going to apologize to all of the online YouTube coaches out there, because what I'm going to say pretty much contradicts, what a lot of these guys say or try to promote their videos. If you see a video in the title that says more power, more spin, or something along those lines, pretty much just move on. The reason is, most cases we don't, as tennis players, that's not really the issue that we're trying to solve. Even kids that, from middle school on, unless they have some physical disability, will be able to take a ball and just basically shag it out of the court very easily. So power is not the problem that we're trying to solve, and I would argue that spin isn't either. And here's the anecdotal evidence that I'll provide. My high school team, we do this drill where we have two cones cross court from each other, and we'll have a team rallying cross court here and a team rallying on the ad side. And their objective is try to knock down both of these cones. These are accomplished players, highly trained. Some of these kids are ranked in the southern section, ranked nationally. When they started this drill, they struggled a little bit. It's not an easy drill. I would consider this a very premium target. Cross court, deep in the court. If you can sustain this target, you could probably win a lot of tennis matches. So if you were to ask them, because after about 10 minutes of doing this drill, they'll start realizing what the key to having success at this drill is. After about 10 or 15 minutes, if you were to ask them, do you need more power and spin to try to hit these cones? They would tell you no. What they would tell you is two things. One, that in most cases, they're standing too close to the baseline. They don't realize that, okay, if your partner on this side is trying to hit this cone, you can't comfortably receive the ball right here. Right? You're just, we're not Roger Federer. We can't take every ball right off the rise. So number one is they had to adjust their receiving skills, receiving position. And number two is height. They didn't add more power. They didn't add more spin. For them to more consistently hit, a big circle around these cones, their biggest adjustment was hitting the ball higher, less spin, and not adding any power. And they were able to more consistently hit this target. So my point is that that's a good target. If you can hit to that target in tennis on demand under different situations, as well as the ad side target, probably going to win a lot of matches. And anecdotally, we found that adding power and spin actually increased the disbursement. We got much tighter disbursement by reducing the power, reducing the spin, and just hitting higher over the net and working more on our receiving ability. So that's what I would say to all the YouTube coaches out there that are just really trying to provide clickbait for you, because everyone thinks that they want to play like Nadal or Dominic Thiem. But for us, recreationally, even up to 5-0 level, it's still about hitting targets, right? If you can hit to targets, hit to good targets, which you don't have to add power and spin, right? So if I'm trying to hit a short target, I definitely don't want to have power. If I want a deep target, I don't want to have a lot of spin. It's probably going to increase my disbursement. So I would focus more on your receiving skills, focus more on, putting a premium on your footwork and creating space and seeing that contact point and just hitting higher over the net, and see if you can get closer to the targets, which in my opinion is what tennis is all about. Hitting to the targets, not so much about power and spin.